Okay then, Helldivers, we are back, and we have got loads to go over today, as we have got around 24 hours remaining on the major order, and we are going to be completing this one, but it is going to be down to the wire, so we're going to be taking a look at what it is that we need to do around that one. Also, B-Vitamin mainly responds to some people with regards to the reimbursement of super credits, and the de-escalator lobby bug, which is a problem right now. Helldivers all over seem to be getting excited about Xbox coming to the rankings, although it appears that some people are not overly happy, and they're taking this to the absolute extreme. We've got loads of information to go over today, so with that being said, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button, subscribe with post notifications turned on, it'd be greatly appreciated, and make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, GamerSupps, the company that offer esports athletes and gamers alike with the most effective and healthy energy drink option, and they're going to be bringing this to you in a brand new way very soon, so make sure you stay tuned to it. And if you do want to get hold of anything now, click the link in the description and use code CloudPlays at checkout for a cheeky discount. Also, we're doing the giveaway here on the channel, so if you want to get involved with that one, very simply, let's show some love to the Xbox lot and put a green love heart in the comment section. We're announcing the winner tomorrow on the update video. With that being said though, let's dive into the game and see what it is that's happening right now in Helldivers 2. So starting off, we are here on the Galactic war map, and we can very much see that we have got around a day and 5 hours remaining on the clock, and we only have to liberate Gatria left. You guys have managed to collect all of your common samples, meaning that this is the only planet that we actually need to solidify. Now at the moment we've got around 20,000 Helldivers on there, which is accumulating majority of the Helldiver listing playing at this point in time, and with 11% remaining to actually solidify, if we take a look over on the Helldivers companion app, we can see that it is still going to take about 24 hours to do. Hopefully that means that we get some more Helldivers in the rankings, and if we do get them to come in and jump into Hellpods, then make sure that we are heading over to the Gen Z sector and heading over to Gatria to get this one finalized. We'll be live very shortly, doing our part in helping solidify this planet and completing the major order, because Lord knows we need to get these ones completed. Nonetheless, though, it seems a very interesting time. Your personal order is to extract from a successful mission against a Terminid 3 times. So if you do that, that just selectively wins an operation, and you'll naturally be doing your part. For those of you guys wondering, though, in the Superstore right now, we do have the Warrant returning. I know a lot of people are still waiting to get their hands on it, and for the next 2 days, the Force of Law main Superstore editions are now available, including the Grand Jura full armor set with the Judge Dredd looking helmet. Overall, this is definitely something you want in your arsenal, especially over on the Terminids. I use the Warrant for those Shriekers. It definitely takes the effort out of it, so make sure that you get your hand on it now. For just a couple of 100 super credits, it's definitely worth your time. But with that being said, we've got some information to give you guys from behind the scenes. So we messaged the QA lead, Jojo, with regards to the weapon customization crash issues. It's been a massive problem of recent. For me personally, I'm having it on so many weapons, it's an absolute nightmare. And because of that, you guys have been telling me your issues with regards to it as well. Well, we actually reached out to Jojo, and we had a response stating a fix for that outstanding customization crashes is in testing right now. So all being well, we should see the end of it in the next update, which is a massive fingers crossed and a massive thank you to the QA team for testing that out and everybody involved for fixing it. Hopefully we don't have this issue going forward, because it has made it so difficult, and it's written off so many bloody weapons for me that I can't actually use it. So if you guys are experiencing this as well, let me know in the comment section below, but hopefully this will mean that the customization issues are now rectified. Just a quick PSA, B-Vitamin responded to somebody who was asking if they need to contact the support team with regards to the 1,000 credits refund after getting the Super Citizen Edition upgrade, and B-Vitamin states that they don't do the reimbursement anymore. Players will need to wait for the token to be paid out on August 26th. So if you are waiting for that 1,000 super credits, it does suck that you are going to have to wait quite some time, but they did pre-warn you not to purchase the upgrade until that point, so you will receive your token come August 26th when the token initially rolls out. On top of that, though, people were also asking offhand if they knew about the de-escalator lobby bug and whether it's actually been confirmed. Now, B-Vitamin has solidified that yes, they are looking into it. She's not so sure on the status at the moment. It wasn't in work at the time, but they do know about it, and it is something that they are working on. So fingers crossed, the de-escalator will be a little bit more viable moving forward. Hopefully they don't nerf it so that it's relevant to when you are playing as a single player, because that thing is borderline just unusable when you are running solo, because it just doesn't have enough of a damage output. So if you are running solo, then I probably would just leave it back on the Super Destroyer and bring it out when you are running in squads. In other news, though, a very sad sight to see indeed. We saw a Reddit post go up right here that states, "Oh no, I guess it's over for us Xbox gamers. We shouldn't even bother buying Helldivers 2. The PlayStation fans are just going to ruin the fun." And there was a post here that came up from somebody on X stating that we may not be able to stop the release, but Helldivers 2 has team killing. We have to do our part and ruin Xbox players' experience on day one. Use the high-end stratagems on your team, waste lives, ruin extractions, steal samples. We got this. Now, this guy really ran into it because I was really intrigued by this post and wanted to know what the hell was going on. And it turns out that it actually goes so much further. Now, this person goes on to state right here that I am part of the Helldivers community and never asked for Xbox to get it. I will deal with them accordingly. Now, unfortunately, we don't particularly want people like that in our Helldivers community, and whether you like it or not, you don't have to actually ask for it to come to Xbox. You don't really get much of a say. Nonetheless, though, I find it really confusing as to why it is that people are not happy about this going to Xbox. More consoles means more Helldivers, means more players, means more longevity for the game, right? I don't really see the negative to this, and I don't understand the pure extreme move that's coming from this in any stretch of the imagination. We kind of scrolled a little bit more through to see some more responses, and it was one of those where they're not going to stop with the stratagem movement, and if they do actually get banned, which apparently doesn't ever happen, then yeah, they'll just run a new account, apparently. This is a really, really difficult one because they state right here that when they console or IP ban you, enjoy spending 500 plus on a new system, so on and so forth. They responded with, they won't ban me. Now, this is an outstanding problem that we have inside of the game where Arrowhead don't really ban anybody, and if they do, there's not enough people for it to really become mainstream news. I don't really ever hear about people being banned on this game, but it does seem that griefing and stuff like that will become a bit of an issue. We do know full well that if you do happen to actually go into your listing of your social movement and go to report anybody, you actually end up with a message that states the following. A player cannot be reported for this action. You can take any of the following actions instead. So what I would recommend is if you do end up walking into any problems, then make sure that you just turn off crossplay on Xbox, because that should hopefully resolve the problem with actually having absolute D-heads in your lobbies causing any problems for what it is that you are going to experience. I am nothing but apologetic for that, and I think that it's absolutely ridiculous that there is a community out there that's willing to do it. Don't get me twisted, it is a minority, but we wanted to shed light on it, and if Arrowhead is watching this, is if there's anything that you can do to really help the movement of reporting griefing, getting it done before August 26th is probably likely to be quite important. Moving forward, though, we're over on the Reddit, where people have been putting up some really interesting things, one of which actually got past me quite early on, apparently. This states right here, I have 1,030 hours in Helldivers 2 and didn't know this existed until today. But yes, I'm actually the same. I've got 1,333 hours in the game, and I had no idea that I ever signed a contract like this. This was a ginormous contract that is in the training grounds just as you get your cape. It's pretty well hidden, so you may not have seen it. You may not even know that it existed, but this is everything that you have adhered to. So if you want to go ahead and check it out, jump into the training grounds and just go ahead, get straight through to the end, and when you get to the end, you'll see the contract on the wall. Give it a read. You'll know what it is that you signed up for. Another one right here is a humble post that I just wanted to put up because I absolutely love things like this. This one states, turning 22 today, my super fiance made me a cake. I absolutely love that. It was a Helldivers 2 cape, a very questionable t-shirt, but a awesome cat balloon in the background. A massive, massive happy birthday to you, my dude. Hopefully your 20s are doing you well, and we are very proud to have you as a part of the squad. Nonetheless, though, we have got a bit of an announcement for you guys who are in the Discord. we are going to be doing some very special stuff inside of there over the following months. We're testing it out at the moment, and we're going to be having the moderators organizing their first community games night. This is going to be starting on Friday, July 11th at 9 p.m. UK time. Now, obviously, when you go onto the Discord, it will be relevant to your time zone. We are looking at getting more different game nights and stuff like that set up. So if you want to get involved with it, head on over, go and have some fun with the community. We will get some stuff with Helldivers happening, but right now we're trying to get those mainstream community style games. I think it's quite fun, or at least that's my opinion. Get involved, link in the description. And let's take a look at your top comments from the previous video where we were talking about the difficulty system development and how it is that they're actually looking at making the game a little bit harder for you more elite players. We also went over some cross-play stuff and crossover movements with regards to skins and so much happening with the Xbox scene. This first one right here states, if we get an ODST crossover, I will die happy. Now, again, we've got a lot of people on the fence with this, stating that just because Xbox is coming doesn't mean that we deserve ODST inside of the game. It may not be a basis of that should happen just to sort of like accommodate them, but what I do think is that it would look really, really good and it would fit in the Helldivers universe really, really well. So fingers crossed that is something that they bring to the table. Let me know in the comment section if you would want that ODST crossover to happen after the Xbox launch. This next one right here states, to be honest, out of all collabs, Starship Troopers has to be the top spot. Now, this was an obvious one and something that we were all surprised didn't actually happen first. Whether it ever actually does materialize, we'll have to wait and see. The game is already heavily inspired by Starship Troopers, and hopefully we'll see some sort of crossover happen in the future, but we'll have to wait and see. And this final one right here is a long one. It states, I must say, though, that the only issue I have with crossover content is that if crossover content won't have a cool attachment, then they are basically just less ideal options for the field. With weapon customization, I think that it's fair that you can add lore-friendly attachments according to what is available, like the Killzone 2 weapons, which had specific and unique attachment options. Arrowhead should and could capitalize from this. For instance, the STA-52 had a underbarrel shotgun in Killzone 2, so I don't see why they wouldn't give it that at the very least. This is obviously something that they can look at in the future. I know full well that they want to try and keep it as relevant to the original IP lore as possible, to pay homage and respect to it, so I understand the no usage of attachments to it, but if it is relevant to the lore and the IP itself, then I am definitely open to it 110%. Unfortunately, though, that's all we've got time for today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button, subscribe, post notifications turned on. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. Appreciate your faces. Be kind to each other and be kind to all. And as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.